Hi Vipin, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good as well. Vipin, could you start by introducing yourself to us, please?
All right. So I'm Vipin Dabas, and currently I'm employed with the Norwegian Shipping Company as third officer. I've been sailing with my present company, Gear Bulk Shipping, for last 5 years now, almost 5 years now, and I've been thinking of pursuing management education for last about 2 years, but I was not getting enough time to prepare for it because I was going on ships and coming back, and there were a lot of things to take care of. And actually, I was, gradually for in our profession, for every promotion you need to appear for exams. So I was coming back, giving exams, and then going back on ships. So I was not getting enough time. But this time when I was at home, this lockdown happened, and I was not able to go on ship for about 3 or 4 months. So I decided to, pursue the dream of management education, and that's how I started preparing for GMAT from this March this year, and
Okay,
enrolled with Jamboree. That's how I enrolled with Jamboree.
all right. Why did you choose Jamboree?
Okay, so as I told you before that I have had this dream of pursuing management education for last about 2 years or something. So even though I was not getting my enough time to to really go after it, but still I was doing my research side by side. And this year when I really decided to go for it, so I did did a lot of research. I went on the internet and I talked to a few consultancies also. I wasn't aware at that time that what kind of services do they provide. So I don't exactly remember which one, but I got into touch with someone. So I was talking to him. He was asking me about my goals and everything. And he asked me that what's the plan now. So I told him that I am looking for a good institute, and I will start the coaching for the GMAT. And so he asked me that, okay, which institutes have you selected? So based on my research, I had already shortlisted Jamboree, and also Princeton Review and few other of them. So he was also like, okay, Jamboree is a really good choice. He also gave me good advice about Jamboree, and then I went back and I did a lot of research, and that's how I got to know that Jamboree Gurgaon Center specifically, they have history of producing good result, and that's how I got into touch with Khalid, the manager at the Gurgaon Center, and I decided to see him first, to get a brief idea of everything. So at first I went to the center, and Khalid laid out, the whole plan in front of me, that how are the classes going to go, and when are we going to start new sections, and how things will progress. So that was, then it was very fairly clear in my mind that, okay, so let's go for it. And that's when I started my classes on 8th of March this year.
All right. Uh, what about once? How was your experience once you had joined? Did you find the classes important?
Yes, of course. So right on the first day, okay, not the first day, second day. The first day was verbal class on the Sunday, and the next Saturday when we had our first quant class, so we had a diagnostic test was given to us, and the way it was conducted, I found it very nicely and very calculated. And Vishal sir asked us to number ourselves. Yeah, he asked us to write a score, what we predict that how much we can score on the test. That was very unique, and I did that, and I found that very unique. And just right after that class, the lockdown started. That was the last. Actually, we had only, I think, 3 classes: first verbal, then quant, and then third verbal. And then the lockdown happened. And I didn't expect it, but I think Jamboree handled it quite well, and the online classes were conducted in a very swift manner.
Okay. And did you find the study material relevant?
Yeah, of course. So we were given 2 books, and also the OG. So the both the books are very nicely compiled, I think, with small and crisp details, and examples are there. So I think the studying material is quite good.
So given that you gave the GMAT during this lockdown period, how was your experience giving the GMAT test on the D-Day?
Okay, so when they first introduced the GMAT online thing, so there was a lot of speculation about it, how everything is going to happen, and every from every different person you were learning new things. Somebody was saying that the proctor, they call you out a lot whenever you are reading the question or you're looking somewhere, they will call you out a lot. Then somebody was saying that okay, my result, I'm not getting my score. I already appeared for my test like a week ago and I still haven't got my score. And the whiteboard was one thing which I wasn't used to at all. So I started getting used to the whiteboard, using the mouse and everything. And then they introduced this thing that now you can use the physical whiteboard also. So I switched to physical, practicing on physical whiteboard. And it was actually difficult because in starting getting used to the whole idea of the new format, and how the scoring would be. There was no AWA, so I had to change the preparation strategy a little. The time I already allotted to AWA, so I devoted that time to the other sections, and that's how I went about it. And then I was constantly in touch with Vishal sir and Akansha ma'am. They were telling me how to go about it, and they told me they gave me a whole post classroom plan, that from where to start. I started off with all the questions, and then they told me that from this day you have to start giving mocks, and you have to give at least one mock each day. Then you have to take a break after every 3 days, and that's how we went through all the plan, and we took the GMAT on 15th.
Brilliant. Lastly, any advice for prospective test takers?
Okay, all right. So I think the GMAT have increased the limit, this window for the online till 14th of August right now, I think. So I found it very convenient. When you're at home, there's a certain sense of calm and comfort, so you can give your exam peacefully, and also there's no hassle of traveling to the test center, and the first half an hour which they take. So it's quite relaxed when you give it at home, minus the and plus the AWA section is not there, so your preparation is kind of limited. And yeah, that's all about it. I think it's a good option, giving at home. And my biggest takeaway from preparation, I would say, as Akansha ma'am and Vishal sir also kept saying regularly, maintaining an error log was very important. I think that helped me a lot. They told me that maintaining an error log is very important. Whenever you give a mock, going back to after taking the mock, after getting the score, going back to the test and identifying your mistakes, and going them over again helps a lot. So my biggest takeaway was that maintaining my error log and making sure that that I have first clarified all my doubts, and then only I'm moving ahead.
All right, Vipin. Congratulations on your score.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Bye-bye.